Unintentional comedy by Donald Trump. And my favorite intentional comedy, I think, in the world right now is Judd Apatow. Has something to do with Judd. I'm so excited to meet you. Good morning, sir.
How's it going? It's great to be here.
I loved Trainwreck so much. I just saw it this weekend.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Well, first of all, I don't even know where to start. The stuff you've been saying about Bill Cosby, I love everything about you as a carbon-based life form.
Well, I keep getting asked about Cosby. It's one of those things that you can't stop because every day new information comes out.
Right.
And it's all horrifying, and I think it's probably 5% of the horrifying stories that are coming.
Well, and Judd, I love it. His lawyer said the outrage is really the leak of the deposition. That's really the true outrage here, if we can stay focused.
Yes, I mean, now he's trying to say it's consensual. But also in the deposition, what's interesting is they asked him if he takes the Quaaludes, and he said, no, they make me sleepy.
God.
I like to be the conscious one. Thank you for speaking out, because, I think it means a lot to have another really prominent man in Hollywood speak out about this and go, really? We need 50 women to believe them and not Bill Cosby, which shows you why it happened in the first place, because he was Bill Cosby.
It's a scary, litigious, powerful person who's preying primarily on young actresses and models, and he does that for a reason, because he knows that they won't speak up because they'll think it's going to end their career.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's very sad, and I wish more people spoke up about it. Even now, I think it's pretty quiet out there. I mean, there hasn't been one in-depth magazine article about it. I mean, think about that.
Yeah.
This is the most fascinating, messed-up story. And where is the incredibly long, researched magazine article on it? And there haven't been any.
Well, and it's interesting, too, because, you're great at everything. Have I told you that I love you, Judd?
I love you so much.
But you're so, just even the stuff you direct and produce, it is so, it is so female empowering. I mean, not just Trainwreck, Amy Schumer is hilarious, but Bridesmaids, a lot of the stuff you've done, you clearly have a real appreciation for women.
Well, I live in a home with nothing but women. I live with 3 women. I'm not even a man anymore. I think I lost that part of myself.
Thank you for breaking news here on the Stephanie Miller Show. Judd Apatow, ladies and gentlemen, a eunuch, as we know this morning.
It's funny, people will say, oh, there should be more movies for women. And it seems crazy that there aren't. I mean, they are, from what I hear, more than half of Earth.
Yes.
And
yes.
It's a lot of people that have been forced to watch a lot of movies about men that they didn't want to see.
Well, even your Anchorman is such a spoof of manhood. I mean, I don't even know which I love more. Bridesmaids, Knocked Up, 40-Year-Old Virgin. I mean, just for people just tuning in that don't know, that he's responsible for everything funny that's happened in the last decade, basically.
Well, I think, like Will Ferrell and Adam McKay, who, write and direct Anchorman and Step Brothers and Talladega Nights, they always, found the arrogant idiot to be a hilarious character. And you're right. I mean, in a lot of ways, when you think about it, they are very pro-women movies. I mean, my movies, even the ones that some people think are, male-driven movies, they are about the immaturity and that, men need to grow up at some point.
Right.
Well, yeah, in fact, we've just been making fun of Brian Kilmeade, who said, why can't they clear the ocean of sharks? And I'm thinking, oh my God, it's the Steve Carell character from Anchorman. So they could be based on some of the guys on Fox. It's hilarious. But, anyway, Trainwreck, obviously your latest, and Amy Schumer, as I said, hilarious. Who knew how hilarious LeBron James was?
Just Bill Hader, I think. He had worked with him on Saturday Night Live, and he's like, I think he'd be really funny. But Amy and I, we didn't think he would do it. We thought we'd be calling Scottie Pippen or Meadowlark Lemon or somebody, or Bill Walton. You never think you're going to get your first choice.
Right.
And he was really fun to hang out with, and he enjoyed doing comedy. He really got a kick out of it. He was willing to say any weird thing we asked him to say, and it was a pleasure.
Yeah, and just hearing Chris Everett say block.
Exactly. Let me say, that was the most exciting part of the whole movie is, for me, getting to hang out with Chris Everett, who, when I was a kid, I used to watch her at tennis tournaments that my parents and I went to. And, she's a badass.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of all these themes of you sort of being, behind all these, movies that really are, I mean, Bridesmaids, just unbelievably funny. And I think this movie, I love Amy Schumer is sort of playing the man role. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of
a little bit of a reversal. We didn't think of it that way. We mainly just thought, there's tons of women who have intimacy issues who sleep around almost as a way to avoid being intimate with somebody. And we just thought, this is a type of character people don't talk about, but there's plenty of them out there.
And I love the Star Wars stuff that she just did, and then Disney has to act horrified that she's sucking off a lightsaber and stuff. They're like, what? Is she dirty? What? That's news to us.
I wasn't there when she did all the Star Wars photos, but she sent them to me, and I just thought, oh my gosh, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I'm sure secretly the Star Wars people are very happy that they're getting some early press for their December release.
Exactly.
I think they'll be fine, though. I don't think they need to worry. They have the greatest director in the world, J.J. Abrams.
And we had Vanessa Bayer on for your Trainwreck comedy tour, which I know you finished up, but must have been hilarious with you and Amy and Dave Attell and Colin Quinn and from the movie and all of that. You played a lot of the same places I played with Sexy Liberal, Wilbur Theater in Boston, the Beacon in New York.
Sure.
That must have been great fun.
It was so fun because I hadn't done stand-up in 22 years. I just started up again about a year and a half ago, mainly because Amy encouraged me because I was just so jealous of all of her road stories. She was having so much fun on the road, and we said, hey, there's so many comics in this movie. Why don't we do a tour? So we said, we'll give all the money to charity. We'll just promote the movie and do concerts. And we had the best time. We did.
I love that.
In L.A.
Big Hollywood director, and your dream is to be a road comic. Love you, Judd. We're out of time. Thank you so much for coming on.
All right, thank you.
All right, there he goes, Judd Apatow. Yay!
Yay!
Right back on the Stephanie Miller Show.